Leo Rwabwogo, second silver medal, Munich Olympic, West Germany. Uganda produced some very talented boxers over the years, including heavyweight, cruiserweight, featherweight, and flyweight boxers. They were very common in Uganda. One could say they were the best Uganda boxers that ever lived. If you are a native of Uganda, these people are our idols. The 1972 Summer Olympics in Germany, also known as the Games of the XX Olympic event, was an international multi-sport event held in Munich, Bavaria, West Germany. It was a sad year, never to be forgotten. It was overshadowed by Munich massacre in the second week of innocent sportsmen and women, in which innocent Israelis, athletes and coaches, and West German police officers at the Olympic Games were murdered in cold blood. By Palestinians, Black September terrorists. The 1972 Olympic was the second Summer Olympic held in Germany after the 1936 game in Berlin, which took place indoor. The Nazi regime. The West German government wanted the Munich Olympic Games to present a democratic and optimistic picture of Germany to the world. It was very important. Remembering the Olympic of 1936, the Germans wanted to let the world know that they are living in a different world. They wanted to be a mirror of democracy. They wanted the games to be cheerful, but turned out to be bloody. Until today, the memories of those killed in cold blood is fresh in our mind. Something that should have never happened. Anybody in his right mind cannot imagine that we still have people who don't value the life of innocent people. We shall honor those who lost loved ones during the Munich Olympic in Germany forever. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button so that you don't miss your daily information on Uganda. Let me be clear. And let's get started. Rwabwogo, as you know, I've already talked about him. He's a Ugandan boxer who won 2 Olympic medals during his career as a matcher in the flyweight division. He won the silver medal in 1972 Olympics in Munich, West Germany, and a bronze medal 4 years at the 1968 Olympic in Mexico City. He is the only Ugandan at that time who won more than 1 Olympic medal. He also won a silver medal at the 1970 British Commonwealth Games in Edinburgh, Scotland. That is why today I'm looking at our Olympic heroes. If you go to the Olympic website, you will know who are the heroes that represented Uganda at that moment. We have a lot of Ugandans who have won gold, bronze medals. But at the moment, as we are heading towards the Olympic in Japan, we wanted you to understand that there are 6 most important Ugandans who laid down the foundation of the Olympic Games. And those are the people who won medal in the Olympic Games. As we move on to the Olympic Games in Japan, there will always, and we are always, going to honor our sportsmen and women, our youth, wherever they are, and they will all be covered on the way when we finish these Olympic Games. Then we will turn our attentions to other games like the Commonwealth Games, All African Games, marathons, and international events. So, rest assured, none of you is forgotten. The victory of Rwabwogo, silver medal, tied him up with Mukwanga for Uganda, highest placed finish at an Olympic event until the hurdles holder John Akibua claimed the nation first ever gold medals days later. As I said before, Uganda is gifted with talented boxers like Rwabwogo, John Mugabe, Kasimi, Ouma, Sam Rukindo, Ayub Kalule, Fred Mutuweta, Joseph Lubega, Jolly Katongole. You see, when I said Ugandans are talented with boxers, we have a lot of those boxers. Brian Mayanza, just to mention a few. But believe me, there are more out there that made Uganda to shine in glory. These men dominated their matches during their respective times. We can agree to disagree, but believe me, they were the best of all time. Something hard to forget. When we were growing up, Uganda was referred to as the pearl of Africa, the source of the river Nile, and the home of the mountain of the moon. The source of the Nile is a lifeline for millions of people in several countries. And for being the home of the mountain of the moon, what attracted me most is growing in a beautiful country like Uganda, where diversity of culture and traditions and the people were so abundant and blessed with a remarkable gift from their ancestors. The hospitality that we receive, that our people usually give to others, later turn on our own people. Refugees fighting us at home. Those who came as refugees, they took over and they're caning us. They're kidnapping our children. They're killing us in our own home. That pride we had began to disappear slowly by slowly. We are becoming slaves in our own homeland. I can still remember when we were growing up, sport at that time was one of the activities that unite us as people, that bring us together as a sporting nation. And it made us produce some of the best sportsmen and women on the world stage today. We are now talking in reference to the forgotten stars of yesterday that are being left to fade away. That are being left to fade away. But let me be honest with you. As I said before, Wang-oo is not going to allow the memory of those people who made it different to Ugandans fade away. We will be there to record and to give you a place in the history of our nation. We are not going to leave our youth who are kidnapped, who are arrested, who are living under dictatorship to fade away. It will not happen. We are on a watch. My memories are taking me back to 1960. I was just a kid playing in the sun. That is when a lot of Ugandans, prominent boxers, emerged in the medal brackets. In international scheme. As I was growing up, the most spoken of were the flyweight boxers like John Wandera, Amuli, Busonya, Francis Kawesi, featherweight, Ramigio, Odom, lightweight, Casey Odom, Porter Grace, Serolagi, and many more boxers like Peter Paul Odhiambo, Ben Ochan, flyweight, Henry Mugwanya, Teddy Mwanze. The above mentioned heroes dominated the national championship. And some of them represented Uganda in many international tournaments. I still remember hearing my elder brothers talking about National Open Boxing Championship that took place in 1964. As the crowd watched in disbelief the defeat of legendary hard hitter Peter Grace Cherowagi, Uganda light welterweight, who had not been defeated in Uganda for many years. He was taken out by a boxer who was not known to the people of Uganda. He was a student at Namilyango College, and his name was Alex Odhiambo, who dethroned Cherowagi. He came as a surprise. He came as a surprise. And knocked out the legendary hard hitter Cherowagi. Cherowagi was the man that was not defeated, that was very powerful. But Alex Odhiambo from Namilyango College took him out. The defeat of Cherowagi took everybody by surprise. He was untouchable. He then decided to go in retirement, giving a chance to the new generation of boxers. He worked as a coach for Uganda national boxing. Believe me, by 1968 and beyond, boxing stars in Uganda multiplied. They became a lot. The numbers of Ugandans increased in the field of boxing. And you could see that when the Olympics Games that was held in Mexico City, Rwabwogo and Eridadi Mukwanga, they turned Uganda into medalists. These are our heroes. And remember, we cannot just let it go. We have to honor all of them. And we are going to cover most of them. Thank you for listening. And remember, I will be back.